Hey everybody! So we're going to talk about one of Jesus's parables today. We're going to talk about the narrow door. And then we are going to make a craft that is a door. So go ahead and listen to the story. Based on the story Jesus told about the narrow door, Jesus passed through many villages on his way to Jerusalem. Someone asked him if many people would get into heaven. Imagine a man pulling a big, heavy load. He wants to get in the kingdom on the other side of the wall, but he needs to find the door. The door to God's kingdom is very narrow, and the man's heavy load will never fit. What can he do? How important to him is getting into God's kingdom? The man looks at his cartload of things. He wants to take everything he has always carried around with him into God's holy kingdom, and some of it is very heavy. He cannot take his old things through the door, but refuses to go through that door without his heavy load. He has to choose his old junk or God's kingdom. The man decides to look for another way in, but there is no other way. The wall goes on, but there is only one small, narrow door. Jesus said people should try hard to get into God's kingdom, but if they don't use God's door, then they will miss out. Jesus is that door, our only way to God. He gives us new life, and we leave our past behind. Instead of loneliness, sadness, guilt, and fear, he gives forgiveness, love, joy, and peace. So this story was a little different than you would read in the Bible. This was a little bit more of a story than the couple of verses Jesus tells in the Bible about this. But it's all about how what we have on earth isn't always what's going to be important to God. Yes, we might have a lot of toys, might have a lot of things in our house, but is that what's really important to God? What do you think is really important to God about what you do in your life? Maybe it's how you help other people. Maybe it's how you use your gifts to serve the church. Maybe it's just being a good person and being friendly. All of those things are a lot more important to God than your toys or what you have in your house or anything like that. So we can't take all our stuff to heaven with us. We can't take our toys, our clothes, all the things we accumulate in our houses throughout our lives with us when we go to heaven. What we take with us is the gifts we left other people in our lives with our presence and how we helped them and how we were friendly. We leave those things behind too, but we also carry those things with us to God because those are what the things that really make God happy and proud of us as Christians. The story also talked about how Jesus was our door to God. God sent Jesus to earth to save us all and to give us a savior. So Jesus is how we get to God, by believing in Jesus and doing what Jesus taught and we were told to do is how we get to God and into God's kingdom. So we're going to make a craft that's about the door. So let's go ahead and make our craft. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take some of your popsicle sticks and you're just going to line them up until you're happy with how many popsicle sticks you have. I want one popsicle stick to stretch across them. That's kind of how I'm going to do mine. So that's a good number for mine. And then I want to make sure they're lined up even, exactly how I want them. And then I'm going to take some tape and I'm going to put it across my popsicle sticks on the bottom and across the top. I got a little bit of extra tape, so I'm just going to cut them off. So I'm going to do this just to hold my popsicle sticks together until my glue dries. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my glue and I'll put it across the top of my tape. And then I'm going to glue a popsicle stick onto both of those. And then I'm going to take my button. Do you have any guesses about what my button might be? Any guesses? That's right, it's my doorknob. So I'm going to put glue on my button. And I'm going to glue that right on there. So in the story, we were told that Jesus was our door to God and to God's kingdom. So on my popsicle sticks that are going side to side, I'm going to write Jesus is the door. The door. And I'm going to put to God's kingdom. Then I'm going to decorate my door. I'm going to put a heart on it because of God and Jesus' love for us. I'm also going to put a cross on it. I'm going to put green because green's my favorite color. There we go. So I hope you had fun making your craft this week. I hope you have a good week, and I'll see you in Sunday school. Bye!